First of all, how you doing with your certification? You going fine?
Yes,
Or you
sir.
book? Okay. Any certificate you got already, let me know so that we know how to prepare your CV.
Okay, sir.
Okay. All
Happy
right.
with the Simply Learn app that you said we should. That's the app I'm working with.
Okay. That's good. That's very good. Okay. All ears. Um. Yeah, Paul. Can you just let us know any initiative you've carried out before now? Let's see. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much. Can
Yeah,
everyone hear me clearly?
we can hear you.
Okay.
Yes, we
Yeah.
can. Yes.
Thank you very much. My name is Paul Ekene, as I previously said. In my previous role at a hospital, I was employed to be part of the administrative department. At the period of my employment, the hospital was facing major challenges with patient data. We were duplicate records, inconsistent formats across departments, and compliance risks with HIPAA and local regulations. So my task was to lead a data governance initiative to improve data quality, ensure compliance, and make data more reliable for both clinical and administrative use. So I started by conducting a data maturity assessment. Then I developed a governance framework with clear policies, standards, and ownership rules. I set up a data governance committee, introduced master data management to reduce duplication, aligned processes with compliance requirements, and led training sessions for staff. We also implemented simple metadata and lineage tracking tools to improve transparency. As a result, duplicate records were reduced by over 60%, compliance audits became smoother, clinicians also accessed more reliable data, and overall data quality and trust significantly improved. The hospital leadership could also make decisions based on accurate and timely information. As a result of the improvements seen, I was given a promotion and a raise of about 20%.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So it also improve customer insight, eh?
Thank you.
Good. Thank you so much. Oh, right. He's not around at the moment. So we'll come back to it.
Who, Paul?
Yeah, Paul.
Oh, he just left.
Yeah, I think he will come in. He will come in again.
Okay, maybe it's network issues.
Yeah. So it might be network issue.
Okay, he's back.
Yeah. Paul, can you hear us?
I can hear you.
Okay, that was wonderful. That is fantastic, you know.
Oh, you heard all of it. I thought
everything. We heard everything.
Yes.
We heard every single thing. That was really wonderful. Okay.
We did.
Yeah, please.
And he used the STAR method.
Yeah, he used the STAR method, yeah.
Yes. So he looked at the situation when he was employed in an administrative department. I think some of the issues there were compliance. I didn't get all of it, but compliance, improving data quality, making data more reliable. Yes. And then introduce the master data duplicate record. Okay, duplicate records. Then you introduce master data tools, and by the time you had finished with the tax, duplicacy was reduced, compliance became smoother, leadership decision was much better. So that was some of the results of the actions you carried out, and the leadership decision became much better. Sorry, I mentioned that before. And then you got a raise of 20%. So, which was really good, yes.
That was wonderful. So the more you master what initiative carry out, the easier you'll be able to sell yourself during interview. Really proud of you, Paul. Okay? So we're going to have more. Yeah. Who is speaking?
Sorry, I was speaking. I could do one.
Okay, do. It's no big deal.
Paul did one on. He did one on his administrative department in a hospital. But the one I'm doing was reminding me of. I can't remember the lady's name who said she worked in. Is it a care unit or something in the hospital? So I kind of did one based on that. I thought she'll be here today. So good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for having me here today. It's a pleasure meeting you all. So one of the initiatives I carried out whilst I was working in XYZ was our disabled units. There was a lack of data on the effectiveness of our programs and services for students with disabilities. There were limited insights into students' outcome. There were practically no program engagement, and there were other areas which needed improvement. As a result of that, it was very difficult. It was a struggle for us to make informed decision about resource allocation, program development, and other support services which the department could render. So one of my tasks was to develop a data initiative that would provide insights into the experiences and outcomes of the students with disabilities. I tried to identify the areas of strength and weaknesses and form the program development and also improving student outcome. My first action was to design and implement a data collection and analysis system. I carried out a number of surveys which involved the gathering data on students' experiences and the outcomes. I also collected and analyzed data on how well the students were participating and their satisfaction and even the academic performances. Based on what I got, I was able to create data visualizations and reports to communicate findings to the stakeholders. I also established a data governance structure to ensure data quality, security, and accessibility. Based on what I had done, I was able to identify areas where the students with disabilities were struggling, and one of that was access to accommodation. I was able to develop targeted interventions to address the challenges. And with what I had done, there was a significant increase in student satisfaction and engagement with our programs. Thank you very much.
This is very comprehensive, precise, and just concise, precise, and clear. That's very good. Thank you so much, Chef A. Paul, have you got anything to say about that as well?
I think Paul's disappeared again.
No, Paul is here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, please, have you got anything to say?
Sorry, I'm here.
Yeah.
And I muted, so I was talking all this while you couldn't hear me. So, I heard what her presentation. It was way better than mine, and I heard that at the beginning there was lack of data on effectiveness of the program.
That is the root cause. That is the root cause. Yeah.
Because there was no feedback. Then she also provided an initiative to provide insights on the program.
Yeah.
And then she created a data collection analysis system. That from that data collection analysis system, she was able to create a data visualization and reports. Yes, and that's about all I could get. She was fast about it. But I was jotting down as fast as I could. So those were like the 4 points I could get.
Okay. Yeah. So I want you to understand it's no way far better than yours. The only thing is that yours is unique by virtue of what you have done in terms of initiative. But her also is unique to her own understanding. So you can comprehensively do your if it is another field as well. So yours is unique and it's also really rich and excellent as well. Okay, please, have you got anything to say about it?
Yes. Auntie is a perfect. I don't know where to start. Our own was so perfect.
Start from anywhere.
Sorry, what I did was the introduction and good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for having me here. on this one of the initiative I carry out in my place of work. And she was just going like that. She was really perfect. So what I learned there was that she identified the problem and she was able to resolve the problem.
Yeah.
And there was excellence. She identified the problem, what the problem was, that is, and she was able to carry out how to resolve the problem, and it came out excellent. So she's very perfect on that. But I was just jotting that when it got to one of the initiative I carried out in my place of work, and she was just flying like that.
Your pen wasn't
It is
moving
when she
very fast.
identified the problem.
Your pen wasn't moving fast.
Yes, because she's perfect on it. Yeah, she's perfect on it. So
you're gonna watch.
God will help us. We'll get to that.
Well, you're gonna be watching the video because the link can be sent to you, so that you watch the video. Even also subscribe.
I will appreciate it, sir.
Yeah,
I will appreciate
subscribe. Yeah, you're gonna be subscribing to the channel so that as soon as a new video is done, you can always receive it without even finding it difficult on YouTube. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
By next time we meet, you're gonna be giving us one initiative we carry out. Is that okay, please?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, I will.
Okay. Amy Bakes, for me, have you got any initiative for us, or it will be next time? Amy Bakes? Okay.
Let me do one using Amy Bakes. Let me do one because I know Amy Bakes is a top baker.
Okay.
She bakes cake, so I was just thinking about something at a bakery. So, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. So, when I worked when I was the quality control manager at XYZ Bakery, I noticed that our cakes were not meeting the standard quality which were desired. Customers were complaining about the inconsistency in texture and color. So therefore, one of my tasks was to identify the root cause of the problem and implement a solution to improve the cake quality. I collected the data on various types of cake, various aspects of cake production, including the mixing times, the baking temperatures, and the ingredients we were using. I then used the data collected on them using statistical tools. I identified that there were inconsistent mixing times and temperatures were varying, which was one of the main causes of the quality. Based on the data gathered, I implemented standardized mixing time, which I told everyone across the organization, across the bakery to make sure they were using. I also checked the temperatures of the oven and made sure all the ovens were set to consistent temperatures. As a result of this, I saw that there was an improvement. Everyone, not just me, all the stakeholders saw that there was improvement in cake quality with consistent texture and color. Customers' complaints were therefore reduced, and the sales quality and the sales increased tremendously. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Has anybody got anything to say about that?
This one was very good as well. Very good as well. Off the cuff, she did not prepare for it. She just thought about it and it came out like that.
Yes, she was just saying it as if she was
off
in
the
the
cuff. She wasn't planning this, not write it down. It just came out. So she said she was the quality control manager, right? And then
good, perfect.
In her time there, immediately she found out that there was a lot of customer complaints on inconsistency. There was different colors, different texture. So the products were not of a standard quality. Now she collected data on various aspects of cake production, which included the mixing and the baking temperature. So after collecting the data, she was able to identify that there was inconsistency on the mixing and the baking temperature. Then she implemented standards on the mixing and temperature, letting all the other employees know that this is how you mix and this is what the oven temperature should be for the cakes. And then there was an improvement in the product quality as expected. And most importantly, there was improved feedback from the customers.
In fact, yeah, thank you so much.
The way she said it, as if she was
from nowhere.
In fact, the thing is like a magic.
From nowhere.
But it's because
that's a professional.
I'm very sure it's if you have mastered something, you can just bring anything at a blues.
Yeah, she's not a student like us. She's one of our tutors. She's not a student like us. Me and you, we are learning.
I want you to know that you guys can be more than her. The way you guys are.
Amen.
The way you guys are doing that. This is not a prayer. This is the reality.
Amen.
Amen.
Do
you know why?
She just used the star. She just used the star. You need to get the star. If you get the star, any situation that comes before you, you use star, you're going to get it straight every time. Even if you don't have 100%, 80%. There's something she never mentioned. In the two she did, she never mentioned she collaborated with other stakeholders. Not the last one. She didn't mention it, but I think she purposely did that to know whether you can pick it up.
No, but there was a part she mentioned that she had to. Okay, she did not collaborate. She was the one that told them that this should be the standards of mixing, and
that is also collaboration, Sha. That's also collaboration. So and that area, every interviewer want to see how you communicate. So that communication is collaboration. So all other stakeholders to know how to draw the policy towards that. It's a simple thing, very simple. And the more you do it, you feel very bold. You just want to wait for any interview to come. If you can do one like that, people will be saying, I'm interested in this. Then another question, technical question will be coming, and you will be. I'm going to ask you a lot of few questions concerning the technical aspect of it, but I can tell you, most thing that companies really want to see is the data protection of their data. Even if you are having what is called, I'm telling you, that's why lawyers are doing very well in this as well. Data protection and policy, they don't joke with it at all. That's why you see me revisiting this aspect of policy. The last time we met here, I mentioned policies, and we talked about data owner policy. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And I was able to say data owner policy outlines. If your hand is up.
Yes, I was going to say that we don't forget that everything we do in our everyday life, there's always some sort of data being collected. So that's why the data initiative is quite easy to do. But the thing is, when we overthink these things, it's as if we've never heard them at all. Say, for example, I can use the church situation now. In my church, we're experiencing decline in attendance and engagement on social media platforms. And one of the things the pastor tasked us with was to find out why there was a decline in attendance and why the social media platform was not being utilized based on the data we collected. So as a member of the church's leadership team, my task was to analyze the data on attendance, the demographics and engagement, social media engagements. And this one, I liaised with our social media manager. Our action was we collected and analyzed the data, or you could say my action was to collect and analyze the data using the attendance that the head usher collected every every week on the church attendance, and the data revealed that the community was not being reached effectively. So one of my based on the data analysis, one of my tasks was to implement an evangelical kind of outreach program, which targeted not just physical people, but also social media campaigns. As a result, and I did this effectively with the social media manager. As a result of that, there was an increase in attendance. There was an increase in engagement because I found that it's more younger people who are on social media platforms. So the target was to get the attention of the younger people by making sure we had more captivating programs on our social media platforms. With that, the church was able to, the attendance increased, the more people attending services, the demographics increased, and everything was okay. Thanks. Of course, there was no promotion in that one. Promotion from the Lord.
Promoted you, man. God promoted you already.
Oh, yes.
Okay, thank you so much. Yeah, this is how it's very easy to do from every angle. You can always have 10, as long as you understand the STAR method of answering questions, you can always know how to navigate yourself to arrive at that excellent expectation that required. So we, like as you said, thank you so much, Efe. Like we said earlier, last time we met, we were able to define data owner policies, and also we outline who is considered to be a data owner, their roles, and ensuring data is properly classified, secured, and used. Okay, and the process for managing access, compliance, and life cycle of that data. So we examine the key responsibility of data owner, of course, which is not connected with data classification. The owner is so responsible and also defining the sensitivity and criticality of data. Criticality of data in terms of public, internal, confidentials, and restricted. So we define those concepts in terms of data classifications. And the key responsibility of data owner that we examined was access control, which of course that imply approving or denying requests for access to the data. We want to talk about the data quality assurance as well, ensuring the accuracy, consistency, completeness, and timeliness and unique of data as well. We talk about one of the responsibilities of data owner is compliance. We may mention compliance, which imply ensuring data usage follow regulations and law. The legal regime put in place with respect to the jurisdiction where the operation is taking place. And we mentioned of GDPR with HIPAA and SOX ETC. The last time we met, and company policy as well. We also talk about key responsibility of the data owner, which need to ensure in the policy is risk management, implying identification of potential risk, which is like cyber security or misuse or loss or breaches, and enforcing safeguards in respect of risk management. We talk about the data lifecycle management as well, vaccine creation, storage, sharing, archival, and deletion of data. So talk about delegation as well, assigning operational responsibility to other data stewards or custodians while retaining the same accountability of the data. So what comes with it? What comes with data owner policy? We mentioned it as well. Decision rights. We also mention rules and accountability of the owner with respect to data protection guidelines as well, escalation procedure when in case there's a problem. Audit and compliance requirements is one of the things that comes with it, and training and awareness of the same. so that people should be more acquainted with the program and policy as well. So collaboration with IT and legal department as well. So we give different examples and we talk about so many concepts. We define some concepts as well as differences. But I want us to understand today, still part of the policy we need to look at an area that is so important, which is within a data governance policy is data classification and sensitivity policy. This is a very, very big side, very big one within the policy, data governance policy. So what does that really imply? We mentioned in the last time I treated policies, different kind of policies. If you want to have in a practical form, putting these policies together, you should ensure that this policy is an essential part of data governance and information security. So what that actually defines how data should be characterized based on sensitivity, value, and regulatory requirements. And this kind of policy really establishing rules for how each of category must be handled. That's why you see that some people find themselves having problem with respect to the sensitivity of data if it's not well classified, or sometimes if it's classified, some people breach the classification and find themselves in a problem. A president has been indicted before with respect to, or question respect to confidentiality in terms of data in a country. So what is the purpose of this classification and sensitivity policy? What is actually the purpose of it? It's to ensure what? Confidentiality, integrity, and availability of data. When you mean by confidentiality, what does that really mean? Can someone elaborate on that, for example?
Something that's supposed not to spread to a lot of people, as in a few people should have access to the data.
Few people, very few people. Is that correct, everyone?
Oh yes.
It's also something that requires a certain level of access to be able to. Yeah, for you to be able to have that data, you have to have a certain level of clearance.
That's correct. I mean, level, when you talk about level there, like, not everybody are allowed to, to have such, like, okay, limited, that's very good. So the word level is very important. And in a company could only be people like the chief executive, maybe directors, and not everybody have issue, even not even non-executive director. So it could limited as well, as if you said. Yeah. What about integrity?
Your yes should be yes and your no should be no. Being straightforward.
And it should carry the quality of that data, should carry honesty at work. Your yes will be yes. And what about availability of that data?
The availability of data.
The data should get in time, should be available for whatever use.
When needed. That's very good.
Yes.
That's very good. When needed, not when wanted. That's very good. So such policy must contain confidentiality, that the limited people who have access to it at a level expected. Okay.
Without any unnecessary delays or barriers.
Okay, that's correct. No, there is no delay coming in because it have to be made available when needed. So, and it should have honesty at work, which is integrity. So another purpose of such policy is to comply with regulatory frameworks. What does that really mean?
It's to comply with the laid down rules and regulations of the particular country you are in.
Like what?
Like if you're in the UK, it's GDPR.
Okay. America will be?
HIPAA.
That's correct. In fintech will be XOX. Is that correct?
XOX, yes, sir.
Good. Now, why I'm saying this, because they're going to ask you, have you ever drafted a policy before? Then you either say yes or no. If you say yes, how can you tell me one of the policy you drafted and what it contains? You see that? They can even call you to, can you give me a practical instances? These are the things you can easily, bring them out easily. Next time we're going to meet, I'm going to ask a question of any of the policy you have drafted and what is inside. So it's very important. So, and if you need what I'm saying, apart from the link that is can be sent to you, if you need it on Word format, I can send it to you so that you can practice it. You come apply it right here when the time comes. So another thing that you goes into such policy is to prevent unauthorized access, misuse, and breaches. What do you think that imply? Unauthorized access, misuse, and breaches.
Unauthorized. Okay.
Unauthorized. Okay, sir. Like when we said confidentiality, that you need to be. Okay. What is it? Okay. Now, like, sir, when we said, am I speaking or she's speaking now? That was
you are speaking, yeah.
Okay. For unauthorized access, is someone that is not given the authority to use that data or to see the data. The same thing when we were talking about confidentiality. If you are not up to the level and you get to use the data, that is unauthorized access. Therefore, breaches is data that you have absolutely no business with, and somehow you have access to the data. Like hackers tend to breach financial companies in the financial sectors to get financial information about their customers and all that. The whole brand of Yahoo is basically about breaches. Hacking into people's phones and getting information so you can take funds from their bank account or whatever. And then misuse is when you collect data and then probably use it for blackmail or use it for what it was not intended for.
Absolutely. Okay. So if
another word for unauthorized access is using a code to block anyone that wants to get to the access of the data. You can just use a code to make sure that the person did not get access to it. So that code will be for some freer people that's supposed to get access to it. You can use a code for it. Thank you, sir.
I love that. I love that. That is, you try to talk about.
Sorry, there was something that Paul said. I don't know if I heard correctly. Maybe I misheard. He said the whole something of. Sorry, Paul. Could you repeat that again?
Oh, I said the whole idea of Yahoo is that is just what it is: unauthorized access, misuse, and breaches. That's what it is: unauthorized access, misuse, and breach. If the gullible, most likely the gullible white people, when you get deceived well enough, because I cannot call anybody stupid, because the kind of stories these boys will tell you, the kind of evidence they give to you, you believe that everything they're telling you is real. So when they get you to give them information like your social security number and the front and the back of your bank or credit card, you that think is an innocent picture doesn't know that those boys can use just your social security number combined with the front and back of your security card, and next thing they're taking out loans from your bank without your access, without your permission. So that's breaches and all that.
So that yes, at that time, the person who authorized such a thing is the people who were gullible.
Yeah. If you are not gullible, then there's nothing they can do to you.
Good. So that is certain. So unauthorized, if you want to authorize access, if you want to, because you're writing a policy right now, yeah, if you want to now authorize access, so what would you do?
You have to have the clearance if you want to authorize access. You have to have the clearance.
Okay, what will go in the clearance? Who is in charge of the clearance?
The data stewards and the data owners.
Thank you so much, Paul. You got it, because that's what people want to. That question will always come. That question will always come. You got it. So very important. Okay, and the same thing. Peace was trying to talk about code. So sometimes when you want to get access to your own personal bank, they will send. Okay, I'll send codes to your number. Your number end is so.
OTP.
OTP. So, so many things like that coming. And that's what Peace was also saying. So they have to prepare the authorization, and then you have to answer. Okay. Thank you so much. I'm very happy. I'm very happy. I will close very soon anyway. To guide employees also on proper handling, these are the things going in, proper handling, storage, and sharing of data. This policy goes into the policy of data classification and sensitivity policy. These are things going in, proper handling, storage, and also sharing of data. Very, very important. So the key components in that policy is, first of all, classification level, as Paul mentioned. In any organization, typically define tiers such as, public, which also like openly available, minimal risk if disclosed. That means, for example, press release, and that's public relations. But after that, they can go confidential or restricted. Okay. Then there is internal, like business stroke you or use only. That's okay. Oh, this is meant for internal purpose, internal staff only, but not harmful if looked at. So you have to know how to classify the harmful aspect or not harmful. So we're also talking about confidentiality, which of course we mentioned, sensitivity, like access restricted, use harm if exposed, like HRO records and contacts as well. Those things are things that we need to always look into. So very important. I'm going to ask some few questions with respect to that. I'm going to put in the chat, and I want you to answer it to know whether you have understood this aspect of it. Are we ready?
Sure.
Yes, sir.
Good. What is the main purpose of data classification and sensitivity policy?
What is the main purpose of data?
It's on the chat box.
B.
Yeah, you have to put your answer there.
Oh, sorry, sir.
No problem.
B.
Yeah. Please, we are waiting for you. Okay. It's B. So clever people. Maybe when I grow up, I'll be as clever as you.
That's it's well.
Yeah. Which of the following is usually the least sensitive classification level? The least.
Public, least sensitive, confidential.
Paul is not reading the questions before answering. No, you have the expo with you.
Yeah. Okay. It's actually A. You guys so clear. Yeah, it's A. Got it. Okay. Okay. Who is primarily responsible for deciding how data should be classified?
Data analysis.
Who is primarily responsible for deciding how data should be classified?
Security. Data custodians. data custodian, data owners, IT security. See all okay, I have to see all see all
Wait, so that's sorry. That's all employees. Are you talking about all of the above, all the options that have been given to us?
No, I'm talking of all employees, means everybody. Whether yeah. Who is primarily responsible for deciding how data? Primarily, we're talking about primarily. So who is primarily responsible for deciding how data should be classified? Okay, the answer is data owners. Because we're talking about data now. Is someone who owns the data. Someone who owns the data is primarily involved. How it should be classified. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah, it's the person who owns the data. You know, it should be, this data I will classify it this way. Okay. So what does confidential classification typically mean? What does it mean?
Data can be freely shared, probably. No, data require limited access to prevent B.
So everybody, have you got all the answer?
Yes.
Good, good. Good, the answer is B. Well done. So what classification would apply to press releases and marketing brochure? According to if they say, some people don't even read it first. Yeah. Okay. I'm waiting for the last person to give me an answer. Waiting for the last person to give me an answer.
Let me begs for us.
Let me begs for us. Yeah, thank you. For us.
Me begs for us. She said, let me go. She said, let me go with Lolo's answer. I don't know who Lolo is on this platform, but she said she's going
You
with
be
Lolo.
Lolo is our
You
wife.
are the Lolo.
You are the Lolo. You are our wife.
Okay.
That is the equal. You are the Lolo.
Okay. So which answer are we going to take? I will take it the Lolo answer or another answer. Okay. The answer is C. That's very good. Which policy principle aligns with GDPR requirements?
GDP requirement data subjects. I want to go with Lolo.
Yeah. Okay. So we're waiting for one person.
80. Okay.
This piece is so funny. Yeah, the answer is A as well. Okay. What does the SOX primarily require in relation to data? Some people don't read it first.
Relationship to data. Bureau, financial record.
I need answer. One person remaining.
Sarbanes-Oxley Act.
Amy begs for X. We're waiting for your answer.
I have sent mine since. Abby?
No.
No, you haven't sent. Waiting for
so
your
it didn't go then.
Yeah, if it
Yeah,
is to
I sent mine.
No, I can't see it.
We have a mine, Lolo's, and
Okay,
Mrs.
this is
Peace.
a new one. Yeah.
You gave Lolo name now already.
I'm going to change my name now to Lolo.
Okay. So Amy Bex is waiting for you.
Okay, let me see. Patent confidentiality.
Starbanes, Oxley.
Because last week we talked about it.
Yes.
There with
I think patient confidentiality.
What does SOX require in relation to data? A, healthcare data protection. B, financial record accuracy and retention. C, consumer data portability. And D, patient confidentiality.
So the answer is B, financial record accuracy and retention.
Or Sarbanes-Oxley Act.
Yes.
Of 2002.
So remember that, everyone, because that is the regulation. Okay. HIPAA applies to which type of data? A, financial records. B, public sector record. C, protected health information. D, trade secrets.
Health, portability, and
Well, so I'm waiting for one person. Amy Beggs.
Okay, I'm just reading it.
Okay. This you can make someone to laugh.
That is a woman of integrity. At least she's being honest.
Yeah. So it's about you see. It's about health. Yeah.
Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act,
very
1966.
1996,
not 66, 1996.
Yeah, and that's amended. Yeah, that's very good. Okay. All right. Maybe the last one I will give, unless you want us to go further with it. What is a key control for handling restricted data? What is the key control? Amy Big was fast this time. Did they copy this at all? You are all right anyway. So it's basically encryption and street access control. Yeah, you guys are trying very well. So really, there is another question. What happens if data is misclassified as public instead of confidential? What happens?
The organization should consider itself sued.
Okay, what happens if data is misclassified? A, it is more secure. B, it may be overprotected. C, it may be exposed to unauthorized user. D, it cannot be shared internally. Everyone, someone join us, Barrister.
Yes.
They should just consider themselves open to legal legal mitigations, legal problems.
Okay.
That is costing money.
That's correct. So everyone here, the answer is right. So it's C. C. So yeah, the answer is C. So which rule enforces classification policies on day-to-day basis? Which rule enforces? Yeah. Which rule enforces? Yeah. Any other person? Okay. So data stewards, because we say which rule enforces classification of policies on day-to-day basis. There's difference between someone who enacted it or drafted it and who enforces it. So enforcement is always be carried out by data stewards. Okay, very important. Data governance, they promote or they develop or create policies, while enforcement is being carried out by the stewards themselves. So always remember that, because they're going to ask what's the difference between data owner or data governance and data management. So it's very important that in the management that's where the enforcement taking place. Data governance, they create and develop. So like the stewards are doing the management side of all data as expected. So always remember, because they ask the question in most cases, they come, what's the difference between data governance and data management? So one is creating and developing, while the other one is enforcing what has been created and developed, especially policies. So, okay, thank you so much for that. And if you want me to still go on with some questions, let me know, so that you are well grounded with all these things, that you're getting more insight into that. Do you want me to go on with it? A few ones, about 5? Do you want me to go on with about 5 questions?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's very good. Very good. Only one person, so that the rest
Yes,
can.
for the benefit of those who have just joined us.
Okay. Because we're about to close. Anyway, so data custodians are mainly responsible for what? 1, deciding classification levels. 2, B is implementing technical safeguards. 3, C is conducting compliance audit. And D, drafting regulations. The custodians.
Deciding classification levels, implementing technical safeguard.
Custodians. So the custodian, what they do is the data owners that are data owners are the one who deciding how classification level it will be, why the custodians and stewards are implementing the technical safeguards. So the answer is B.
Amy Bakes copying Paul's one. Amy Bakes, you know.
Amy Bakes.
Lalo, I don't follow you this time.
So which classification requires the highest level of security? Highest level of security. Which highest level of security is, we have A, public, B, internal, C, confidential, D, restriction.
Confidential, restriction.
Anyone who has this one wrong,
should pay another tuition fee and start from beginning.
The answer is D. The answer is D. So which policy element defines how long data should be retained? Which policy?
Data classification, data sensitivity, data life cycle management, data analysis.
Which policy? Okay. Yeah, that's the correct one. Data lifecycle management. So data lifecycle management. That's correct one. Okay. That's very good. You guys are doing very well. So why is training important in data? Why is training important in data classification? A, employees learn how to code software. B, employees understand how to handle data properly. C, training replace operational training, eliminates legal risk. Indeed. What's the answer? Waiting for somebody. Okay, that's correct. B is about employees understand how to handle data properly. So in any of your initiative, a lot of you that did initiative today, so those kind of things very important. You also have to train the people, the stakeholder within in order to for them to be acquainted with the policy that you collaboratively brought together to carry out the initiative you did. That's very good. That's very good. You guys are really on top level. Which of the following is not typically part of a classification scheme?
Which of the top secret? Which of the following is not typically part of the classification scheme? Unlimited.
Okay. So, which of the following is not typically part of a classification scheme? The word typically, that is, you understand the sensitivity is to the terms of typically. So the answer is unlimited, which is D, everyone. So, okay.
Unlimited should be public.
Yeah, yes. So, which regulation emphasizing the right to be forgotten? Which of the regulation?
Which regulation emphasizing the right to be?
Yeah, so this one are hard for some people now, isn't it?
This one is cool. Ah, hey, it is well. My own is copy.
So, yeah. So the answer is C. Yes, sir. Paul laughed, when Paul laughed. When Paul laughed like this, it's like he's getting one prize.
Pete, who do you copy, Pete?
I wanted to copy Lolo. I don't know that she put C. This one is copied by mistake. I copied this wrongly. I wanted to copy her C. I just
So
it is well.
yeah. So anyway, the answer is C. C
right to be forgotten. GDPR.
Yes, right to be forgotten. Very important. Okay. And a company financial report not yet published should be classified as what?
I need to see.
Because this is practical now.
Company financial report not yet published should be classified as okay, confidential. Not yet published should be classified as B. Public. A company financial report
this is practical
not
now.
yet published should be classified as confidential. Internal. Okay. Internal.
Wasn't close.
You want to phone a friend or do you want 50-50? Peace. Or copy?
Internal. It's internal.
Ah.
So the answer,
the
answer is C, restricted.
Restricted.
Wow.
Yeah, it's restricted.
So
wow.
Yeah, it has not been okay. Published. It is even restricted to only
people
very
inside the company too.
Thank you. It's restricted to even the accountant, the preparer person. It's not even open to not everybody within the accounting department or auditing department. It's not even open to everybody. It's restricted, bam. And then it could be turned out when it is open up. Confidential, it is when it's probably, limited people. Very restricted.
I think it goes from restricted to confidential to internal, then to public.
That's correct. So really, very restricted. Very, very restricted. Okay. So I think we are going higher now. The minimum necessary standard is part of which regulation? The minimum necessary standard. The minimum necessary standard.
Is a part of which regulates. No one a copy, honestly.
Okay, so I think I'm going to stop here. The answer is B. You people should claim your award. Wherever you are, go and take coffee and tea, and that is your award. The answer.
Thank you, Daddy.
The answer is actually B. Thank you so much for today. I really appreciate everyone. Do you enjoy yourself with today's training?
Yes, sir.
This is very important. This is very important. And when I'm very fully satisfied with policies and protection, then we'll go to the other one, because now the digital age is now very dynamic, evolving, so things are very, very, moving rapidly with respect to, policies and protection. So that's why we're working hard to make sure we cover every aspect, cover practical aspect, So when how many policies have you drafted? How do you know? Are you know to this and okay? How many policies have you drafted? You say, well, I drafted. Can you give me one you have drafted? What goes inside? Or what are the things? So then they ask you these kind of questions to be able to relate to them and identify. That is very important. So next time we are meeting, take it very serious. I'm going to ask what we will say next time we're meeting. We're going to do. We're going to do recap. We're also going to do like Peace promised also to do our initiative, and also people I want everyone to know what goes into each of these policies that we just discussed, especially two of them. Thank you so much for the opportunity to have come in and also join in the training and the answers given to various questions that has been placed before you. And I wish to see you next time. Really love you. Bye.
Guys, sir.
Thank you so much.
Saturday.
Bye, everyone. Have a great
Yeah,
weekend.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you, Dubi.
Bye.
Thank
Bye,
you.
everyone.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye.